Happy Comic-Con! It seems like y'all have been having a great time. What have you done so far? What are your favorite things that you've seen? Tell me everything.
We've done a few things so far. We had an interview, right? We had an interview. We did a signing. We went on a yacht. Yeah, we went on a yacht.
A yacht. It was really cool to see people's costumes.
Mm-hmm. Being here at Comic-Con and kind of seeing the reception and seeing, being at the signing, seeing how much people love Paper Girls already, what does that feel like for you guys as the cast?
I'd say it feels really good because the show hasn't even come out yet, and the fact that people are already signing up to get our signature, it's just really cool, and it just gives me a sense of relief because then it's like I feel like people are gonna watch it, and yeah.
And that's what's something that's so great about having or getting to be a part of a show that already has an established fan base thanks to Brian and Cliff's wonderful work. And we definitely felt that while filming. We would see, fans excited already while we were creating something that we were equally excited about. So we're very, very grateful for the support that we're getting, and we feel special already.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with everything that they just said. The audience that their comic book series has garnered is such an open and welcoming and kind and really wonderful one. And I'm glad that we get to be one of the fans of the show, and we also get to have the great honor of portraying these beautiful characters.
That's awesome to hear. For our creative team, what were you most excited to adapt to see on the screen, and what was the biggest challenge for you, the hardest thing to crack?
I think the real opportunity of doing the series was just kind of sitting down more in some of the moments that are suggested by the comic, but that you have to kind of keep moving quickly through because of just the kinetic nature of that storytelling. And so I think something we all found really universal was this idea of meeting your future self and the distance between who you thought you might become, who you become, how you feel about that. I just think that's a universal feeling. To be able to sit on both sides of that in your mind, I think you never feel like you've gotten older. You always feel like you're still the same person. And so I think to go into that was really exciting for us. And then obviously to pull these characters off the page and cast 4 real actresses, we knew it would change it, and we could never have just guessed it how well that could have gone.
Yeah. Cliff and Brian, anything to add there?
Yeah, with the comic, there's so much stuff that you can do visually that you don't have to worry about a budget and that sort of thing. And so I was super excited to see things that I can't talk about, some visual effects and cool things that happen. But it's also the things that weren't in the book that they've come up with that really deepen your connection with the characters and reveal, all these different layers to the story. And so it's been just such a joy to see the story expand in that way and still stay true to the heart of it.
Yeah, I wanted to be surprised. Cliff and I worked on this book for over 5 years, and we were so inside of it. We knew every detail. And we didn't want an adaptation to just be a beat for beat. Oh, here's everything we've seen. I think we put so much of ourselves and our childhood and our childhood friends, and we wanted to see a new group of people put themselves into it and surprise us. And it so captures the spirit and the heart of the book, but it's gone to places that I don't think either of us ever could have imagined. So it's just such a home run.
That's awesome. So let's meet the Paper Girls. Let's go down the line. Tell me who you are and how you relate to your character.
I play Mac, she's a guarded, foul-mouthed, brash little street tough, and she's come from a rough home, but she has a heart of gold, and she's a far more complex creature than she lets on. I would say, I can't say I super relate to Mac a whole lot, but I can understand her, and I do think, though, that we do have some similarities. I would say humor being sort of the main element. Mm-hmm. I think humor, and I admire about her that she can just be sort of thrown into a situation and she adjusts pretty easily to it. She has sort of a roll with it quality that I hope to obtain at some point.
Yeah. KJ is subtle until she is not. and she is fiercely protective and incredibly cerebral, and is very clear-eyed about what is right and what is wrong. And I kind of consider KJ not necessarily the best version of myself, but who I strive to be in a way. We both have a very similar sensibility, I think, and a lot of the same values. And I would love to be friends with her. She seems very nice. All the girls, I would love to be friends with them.
I think Fina is a lot like KJ. I play Erin. She comes from a very sheltered household. She's really trying to figure out where she fits into this homogenous suburb of 1980s Ohio. She starts out to be more timid and quiet, but I also consider her to be very aware of the things and the people around her. I would say that she tries her best to be considerate of other people's feelings. And I also feel like she's sort of forced to grow up very quickly. And when she meets her adult self and when she's confronted with that, I think we can still see like the little kid still in adult Erin. But yeah, I think in the sense of that I'm like her, it's the sense of duty and honor and wanting to take care of the people that she loves. And I also really admire that she's incredibly responsible.
Yeah.
Tiff is a very encyclopedic, curious fireball, I would say, because she always wants to learn more and improve herself, like mentally and physically, and I really love that about her. Like Erin, she's very protective over the people that she loves, and she's kind of lonely a little bit, but meeting these people really helps her, and it kind of fills that little hole in her heart, and that's why she's so protective over them, I feel. And I just think I relate to Tiff a lot because of the struggles that she's had to go through and how she just always wants to learn more. And I just really appreciate how she handles everything because she handles a lot really well, I feel.
When you all met, what was the number one thing you did to bond?
Get ice cream.
Well,
Yes.
boy, do we have a story to tell you.
Ice cream and laser tag, I would say.
And escape rooms.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we
Love
do
escape
keep
rooms.
escape rooms.
Yeah, nothing like being locked in a room full of strangers.
This is what I always wonder, is it a good idea or a bad idea to do a first date in an escape room? Because you like learn how to communicate with this person, or if you can.
First date?
But also you're stuck in a room with them for an hour.
I feel like a first date is a bit different from meeting some friends.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know if first date is a good idea.
Okay, we had known each other for a month before we did our first escape room. So first date, no. But maybe like a second or third would be fine.
Well, I can tell y'all get along because for those, they didn't see this, we got a rendition of Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus before we started rolling, which begs the question, what other music have you guys picked up as a result of doing this show? You're visiting other eras, you're starting in the 80s. Any like pop culture things that you've just kind of gravitated towards?
What? Mac has got a lot of cool stuff.
Right. This is true. I personally really like her Walkman. This is sort of unrelated to your question, but I will just say that I love the Walkman.
Yeah, me too. It's great. This show, one of the things that stood out the most, we've all seen the whole series, and one of the things that stood out the most was the soundtrack. I think it is phenomenal, and I'm so excited for people to see it. I'm not going to give away anything that's on the soundtrack, but it's great. And a lot of those songs were, I didn't think of them in the first place when filming these scenes, but then seeing them together, I was like, oh, that's awesome. It just makes so much sense. That's great.
Oh, thank you. I sort of grew up around a lot of 80s music, so bands like Depeche Mode, The Cure, a lot of the Runaways. And I think right now my favorite band would have to be New Order, and you just might hear some New Order songs in the series. Maybe. I don't know.
I would say I really gravitated to the TRC 218s. The walkie-talkies.
I was like, I don't even know what that is.
That's a little tip humor for you. But yeah, I would say I gravitated towards the walkies, and then the fashion was really good.
Yeah.
And the music. But I'm more of a Prince person.
Yeah.
Did anyone keep anything from set?
Yes. We kept so much stuff. Oh my God.
Hit me.
You're here. Great. Garth. Yeah, we have to. Okay.
Because if you don't tell the truth, I'm going to tell the truth.
Well, so here's something to be aware of. We asked to steal. We didn't just steal it. We asked if we could steal.
Confirmed.
Let's see. We took. So I took Garth. Oh shoot. I took. This is one of the set decorations.
What is this?
So Garth doesn't identify as anything specific, so you can call Garth whatever. But at first he was just a head. He was just
rolling across the floor.
He was just this head in a jar, and I kind of just gravitated towards him. He's like one of my closest friends right now. I put this rainbow bandana on him. I put some eyeliner. He's naturally a little bit quiet, but once you get to know him, he like will not shut up. Yeah, if you guys, you know.
True. I mean, he's a jabberbox, that one.
So this is Garth.
I think he's all face. He's all face.
He speaks a lot with his eyes.
Yeah. What else did we take? I took a carpet. I took shoes. I took a little tiny horse. I took a little tiny monkey. I took butterfly clips, newspapers, a whole stack.
You took the rug and the shoes.
I said the
Oh yeah.
Chris, is there anything left on the?
This list is somewhat longer than the one I feel like I approved. Yeah.
I didn't really steal anything. There was a little pillow, but I asked about that before taking it, and I was given a little plastic monkey. I think that had a little hair clip on it, but that was also given by a producer. So I didn't take anything.
Thank you, Christina.
Yeah, thank you. I got the toy monkey and the butterfly clip, and then I took a mirror. Well, I didn't take it. I asked for it, and they said yes. It was like a gold mirror that was an eye. You know what I'm talking about. I stole it from a house, and it like flips, and it's a double-sided mirror. And then I stole a poster off the wall. Again, no stealing. I asked, and it was given. But I got a poster. And I got a scrunchie as well.
Oh, and
This is a list.
there was.
This is our compensation.
Yeah. No payment. You just take whatever you want.
Oh, I took a newspaper too.
Yeah, I think we all took some newspapers home.
Chris,
I didn't take anything.
Oh, and a magnet. There's a magnet with our first director, Georgie Banks Davis, photoshopped onto the magnet.
they're gonna be waking up at like 4 a.m. and be like, oh, and forgot that other thing I took. For our creators, what are you most excited for fans to see when the show comes out?
Most excited. I think it's these characters. I mean, they're some of the most spectacular visuals that I've ever seen in a TV show, and that's incredible. I like watching that. But it's really just the interaction of just 4 young people that feel so real. Mm-hmm. And it was just such confirmation. I think when we were writing it, sometimes we're like, oh, these 12-year-olds, do 12-year-olds really sound like this? Are they this smart? Are they this interesting? And I think as you get to see up here, I think the show really does capture how interesting young people are and the depth that they have. So that's what I can't wait for people to see.
There's a lot of great moments in the show that unfortunately we can't spoil yet, but there's episode 5, I think. Everybody is really.
That's our favorite. Yes.
Yeah, I think it just shows something that's you don't see often in TV, and with a lot of kind of genuine sincerity and humor.
Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, wait, no, Chris, go. No, I never want to. Oh my God, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this. Keep going.
I also took a scrunchie. No, I think you guys beat me to it a little. I think the theory of the case was that you could write to the height of intelligence of any person and give it to kids who actually do have like a vivid inner life that is fully realized as ours is, and that we would not find that cute and not be kind of looking at it from the outside, but be able to put ourselves into it. And to see that work as well as it did, to see them kind of make it their own and you know, put aspects of their own lives into these characters, that was just stunning and unlike anything I've been part of. So I'm really excited for people to discover that.
Paper Girls the musical when?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can hold it off much longer. So.
I think 1988 maybe.
Well, thank you all so much. Congratulations, and enjoy the rest of your con.
Thank you.
Thank you.